All right, we're here with Amber Gent, third generation racer, stepped up out of dirt go-karts now into the Speedcars. Welcome, Amber.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. You're tonight back in the Speedcar again for your fourth time out there. How have you found it so far?
Yeah, it's been good. I'm just taking my time, getting my speed up. I'm not rushing in like I did the first time, but yeah, no, it's good. I'm enjoying it, and it's what I've always wanted to do since I was little, so yeah.
Tell me the difference between the dirt go-kart and one of these things, other than the horsepower.
Well, before I hopped in it, everyone's like, it's like a go-kart, so don't worry, but it's completely different. The stagger, like we barely run it in go-kart, so it's completely different. Handling the car, definitely the speed and everything, it's completely different, I find it, but it's at the same time really fun and yeah.
All right, so last couple of runs, things haven't quite gone to play. What's been the issue there?
The power steering hose blew and oil went everywhere, and because I've never run a Speedcar, I didn't know the difference. But when I got into the bits, everyone made sure that I knew, and yeah, it happened the second heat straight away, and I didn't get to run the end of it. And I really did want to run it because it was for skip, but yeah, it's, what happens happens.
All right, so you run the last 2 weeks. You were at Nyora last week, and here at Avalon the week before that. How did you find Nyora last week? It's very different to running around here at Avalon.
Yeah, it was a very rough track, I found, and but it's always good to learn on different tracks, and you gain more experience, but it was definitely a different track compared to Avalon. But I didn't find it any. I loved it. I love the same. So
how much of an advantage has your dad been for you? Has he been a bit of a coach, or has he just basically said here, let you find your own way?
Oh, no. Dad's been great. He's doing everything he can. He's told me, even though you're not winning, you're not doing anything, but he's still trying to make the car as good as he can for me. And my dad's just awesome in that way. He's the best crew chief. He's like being the chief of everyone, and everyone loves him. And it's great to know that he's my dad, and he'll always be there for me to, put me along and push me in the right direction.
So the ambitions for you in Speedcars, what do you hope to achieve?
I really hope to become really, really good, like Travis, like Andy, everyone, up in Sydney, there's some good racers up there, like Mark Brown that hopped in Dad's car, like his son Caden, I've always, being like them would be the best thing to happen.
So eventually you'll get enough speed going where you'll hope to be at the front of the field, giving the guys a hard time, just like you do in the karts.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not, I'm a girl. People always say, girls, I'm not going to be as good as the boys, but I'm going to show them that I am going to be as good as the boys. There's
no reason you can't be. Speaking of that, what are the other guys like when you often in a male-dominated sport like this, when a female comes in, they try to intimidate, they try to muscle? Has that happened to you, or is there that respect there because of your dad, or do you think it's just because of you?
I've been told that the guys do intimidate a lot of the other newbies, but I haven't felt that at all. I think they're quite welcoming. If they were to overtake me, I leave room so they can do it. I'm not in their way. I don't want to be in their way, but they've welcomed me a lot, and yeah, they haven't intimidated me at all.
So like Travis Mills, who we spoke to just before, your family's been in for a long time, so do you think it was natural that you would end up in a speed car?
Definitely. My dad, ever since I was born, Dad's been racing speed cars. That's what I grew up with. That's what I've always wanted to do. That's what my brother wanted to do, and yeah, it's what I want to do. I don't want to run sprint cars. I don't want to run wingless. It's speed cars. So
we spoke to you just before off camera, and I asked about your brother Dylan, why you got the ride ahead of Dylan, because I didn't realise you were actually older because you looked younger, but you said it was basically just because you was too tall.
Yeah, no, I'm the oldest, he's the youngest, but Dylan's the golden child, so I'm surprised he hasn't got a ride in one, but he is definitely too tall to run in the car I'm running, and the owner, Paul Jordan, he's got another car that he's also too tall for, so I'm quite happy that I'm the one that got the first one. So yeah, he's quite jealous, but he has to put it through, ride the quad bike for me, and does everything. So he's a great brother.
I'm guessing, yeah, you're right. He's a little bit jealous, but he would just do everything he can for you.
Yeah, but with Dad telling what to do. Dad yelling, yeah, Dad's yelling at him, you gotta do this, put up or shut up, Yeah, that's him.
Exactly. Well done. I hope you have a great night.
Thank you so much.
Have you heard of Australian Highline magazine? It's Australia's only totally free online digital speedway racing magazine. It's full of big, beautiful action and artistic images from some of Australia's best motorsport photographers. It's got national and international events, profiles, tech articles, history, comment, and the occasional controversial article, all penned by some of the sport's leading journalists and columnists, and it's all free. Australian Highline magazine. Have a read today.